top of the morning, y'all, from me and my best buddy Ranger here. I hope you're doing great, and thank you so much for all the happy birthday messages yesterday. According to Wikipedia, I did turn 43, which I was thinking, this cannot possibly be true. I'm not 43 until I got a text message from my chiropractor wishing me happy birthday. I went one time. What the heck is that? Okay, twice. I think I went twice. Lower back issues, y'all. It sucks. So anyway, this is one of the most important videos I'm gonna do all year. If you share one video all year, I hope it's this one. But I do wanna mention our sponsor first. I feel bad for anybody that hasn't heard of Backyard Butchers at this point, because most of the meat that we get in grocery stores says product of America when it's just packaged here, and that's nasty. This right here, though, is the true steakhouse experience without steakhouse prices. And they're not injected with mystery hormones or mystery meat, antibiotics, steroids, that kind of stuff. So this is the true farm-to-table experience. Get yourself and your family a box of these, because if you do that, you're going to be supporting true American beef, which is what we're all trying to do right now. When my wife and I actually say, boys, we're having steak tonight, they'll go, awesome. Oh, wait. Is it Backyard Butchers? I mean, that right there tells you how good it is, because I know it's gonna be good. Go to backyardbutchers.com/buddy. You're gonna get 20% off your order, and I'll put the link below. All right, so with a new president and a new pope and a new year just a few months ago, right? You've had a whole lot come up recently about faith, and faith has been a big talking point. And they say statistically that 70% of Americans claim to be Christian. Everybody go like this, Christian. Right? And I think that's absolutely, completely insane. It's probably more about 10%, if I was guessing. So it's like saying that 70% of Americans claim to be football fans, but are they really watching all the games? Are they attending in person? Just ask your wife right now, who's the starting running back of the college team you follow? See? Because to be a true fan, you got to be on sports talk radio. You got to be on those online forums talking trash and arguing about, is this third string quarterback actually going to become the starter? And people call them super fans, right? But the truth is, they're just locked in. It's their whole identity. There's a new term that's been coined. It's based on a very old principle that's been going on in America for decades now, but it's a new term called Christian Lite, which is what we're seeing right now. These days, it's a diluted form of a gospel. It's watered down form of a gospel, form of Christianity with a shallow approach to faith. It waters down the whole concept of sin. It waters down the concept of salvation. It downplays the cross. There's no spiritual growth, but there's a whole heck of a lot of entertainment, right? Sound familiar? This is the American Western church. And it can burn for all I care, because Jesus ain't coming back for a lukewarm church. Amen? This Christian Light church that I'm talking about, these people buy the jersey, but they've never stepped foot on the field. Last Sunday in my town, we've actually had a big old Hissy Fit take place over our pastor's sermon. Now, I wasn't there, but I heard a whole lot about it from all the mamas who were unhappy about the fact that it went down like this. Evidently, the sermon was pre-planned, okay? And it wasn't meant to actually air on Mother's Day, but it did anyway. And the pastor chose to talk about sexual immorality. And he drew hard lines on it, and the women there were offended. I thought it was awesome. What, y'all just wanted to come to church and live out your little sorority girl dreams for the rest of your days in the new dress that you just bought? You wanted to twirl around and be told you're pretty? That's your husband's job, honey. That ain't the church's job. Now, I totally get that mamas should be celebrated. I was kind of surprised he went that route on Mother's Day, because mamas are the ones that hold the families together. However, the truth is still the truth, and this whole Christian light culture is poisoning us, because the moment it doesn't serve us, we get pissed off and we go on a local forum and rant. Are y'all serious? If the pastor talked about deadbeat dads on Father's Day and how not to be one, I'm totally fine with that. If he wanted to talk about politics or the disciples or the 7 deadly sins, I'm fine with that too, right? Because I don't need the attention on Father's Day. One of my favorite verses is Proverbs 15:5, and I'm just paraphrasing this, but it says, "A stubborn fool despises instruction, but whoever learns from correction is wise." And I'll give y'all an example on here. Just a few videos back, I did a video about the new Pope and what Pope could it possibly be and all that kind of stuff. And I put a picture up of what I thought was Pope Francis, but it was actually Pope Benedict. A lot of y'all pointed that out. Thank you for doing so. Not if, but when I get something wrong on this channel, I love to be corrected, because we're all a big family on here and we want to stay on top of things and get stuff correct. So I'm cool with correction. Just be nice about it. Strong leaders are not only correctable, but their reaction needs to be like, oh, dang, you're right. I mean, there's no other thought given to it. There's no ego involved. You just move on, right? That's what a strong leader does. You got to be correctable, and then you also have to be all in. You can't be a good golfer if you're just 10% into it. You can't be a good mom or dad if you're 10% into it. You can't go to the job site today at work and be 10% into it. So why would you walk into God's house and try to be that way? See, we don't live in the Bible Belt down here in the South. We live in the church belt. It gives you all the Southern comforts you could ever imagine in your whole entire life, but it leads to emptiness. I'd really love to hear your stories down in the comment section because I bet you got some good ones, but Christian Lite is poison, just like processed foods. So go get you some Backyard Butchers. God bless y'all. I really appreciate you being here. Hope this helps somebody. Be good.